everyone, I'm Christina and I visited the Benina Blackheath store the other day and Charlie showed me the cutest little gadget that changed my sewing life completely. It's called the bodkin and I'm going to demonstrate to you what to do with it and how to use it in a second. If you don't know it, be prepared. It's going to amaze you. And if you do, I'm sure you're going to agree with me. This is the coolest tool ever. And best thing is it costs next to nothing. And it's made my sewing life much easier. So I thought I'll share that with you. And let me show you what I'm doing with it. So first I want to show you what I use this little bodkin for. I've got these jeans that's just a little bit too big around my waist, but being a pear shape around the bum, it needs to be a bit bigger, and I'm sure there's some of you that has the same problem. So what I've done here is I've cut open this waistband on the inside of the jean. So I know this is quite dark, so it's difficult to see. I'm just going to explain to you. So at one of the belt loops, next to the belt loop, I've made a little cut, and then I use this bodkin. Let me show you how easy it is. It looks like a little tweezer. You just put it over your elastic. Pinch it. It's got a little eyelet. You press it closed, slide it over, and look at that. It doesn't come out. It's so strong. And normally I've got a problem when I do this to my waistbands, because I know you do get this elastic. I don't know what they call it. Must be also a kind of bodkin, but you just put your elastic through it. It's a plastic one, and it's just not strong enough, and the grip is not strong enough through something like this. So for this application, I found that this has made my life so much easier. So I've got my bodkin on my elastic, and then what I did was I pushed it through the existing waistband all the way to another belt loop where I've cut a little opening with my thread cutter, and I've just put that through, stitched it, zigzagged very close on the side, zigzag very close. So I closed it. You can see it's not very, and I just used a black cotton on this blue, so you can definitely hide it much better. But I don't mind so much because I wear a belt. So I know this is probably hard to see, which is exactly the point. That's hard to see. So if you put a belt, or if your shirt just runs over it, it's not something that you pick up, and then your jean pulls in a little bit. So you've got that. So it doesn't feel like it's falling down all the time. So it keeps it nice and snug and comfortable to wear. So and it looks better. So I've pulled in this one quite a lot so that when I wear it, it's a nice tight fit. So that's one thing that I used it for, that I just wanted to give you that tip. And then I'm busy making a bag. This is going to be a dust cover for a handbag that I made. But of course these bags can be used for anything. They are so useful. Gift bags, laundry bags, vegetable bags. I'd love to hear what you use it for. So I've already made my bag and put my trimmings on. So I want to put this ribbon through. So I'm going to use my bodkin, open it up, take my elastic out. And I just want to show you, because I mean the elastic is thick, but this ribbon is so thin and it's strong, and it doesn't damage the ribbon. So that's fantastic. So what I've done with this bag is I've just folded it over and stitched it, and then on the inside, you can see this, I've stitched a little bit, just went over back and forth there, so it's strong, left a gap and stitched it back and forth, and then all the way to the bottom. This one I'm not going to work down because I just cut it with a zigzag scissor. So there we are, ironed it. So now I've got my ribbon. I measured my ribbon to go around once, around twice, and then I'm going to have two ends sticking out. So let's see how it works. So there you'll see I've got a little opening. So what I want to do is just get my bodkin in there. And there it goes. Look how easy. So I don't want to let it come out yet. I want to go through to the other side. So I just want to stay inside the seam. There we go. Of course, I'm sure all of you will know how to do this quite neatly on your edges. I think if it's something that you're going to use a lot, as this is a dust cover, most probably people will, I don't know if they'll use it or they'll just keep it. The idea is to store your bag in it, so it's not something that's going to be washed often. So you keep your bag in it while you're not using it, so it doesn't get dust or dirt or scratches or whatever where you store it. So this one's not going to be washed that much, so I'm not too worried about the edges. But I mean, if it's something that you're going to be washing a lot, I would just overlock the edges, all the seams, before I stitch it, so that you still have your opening and then it's nice and neat. Okay, so there I am. I'm going to come out on, let me just think now, on the outside. There we go. Here's my other edge. All right, I just want to pull it so it doesn't go back. And even out the edges. Right, there you go. So my bag has now got two edges that I can just pull in. And there we go. Another way to do this that is more user-friendly if you're going to be opening up and closing, opening, closing all the time, is another way to do it is to cut two pieces of ribbon. And then what you'll do is you'll string the one through like that. So that one will go around to that side and another one to the other side. So then you'll have two that you're just going to pull either side, and that will pull it in. So you can play around with it, but this one is sufficient for what I'm using and easy enough. So I'll just make a little knot here so it doesn't pull through, or maybe I'll put a little piece of leather or something on it. But yeah, look at this, easy as pie, and it's so easy to maneuver. It's big enough so you can feel it, but the best part is that it clips so strong. And well, actually the best part is the price. These things are dirt cheap, and I got mine at Benina Blackheath from Charlie, and it was like 25 Rand or something for two of them. It comes two in a package. So you get different botkins, which I presume would be more useful for other applications, but I can't really think now why I would need another one. This one is fantastic. You'll see, I don't know if you can see there, but it's got little teeth there, so it clips in, pushes into your fabric without damaging it. So that's fabulous. So this is my dust cover for my handbag, and I think I'm gonna make another one or two small ones that I can use for gift bags. It's very nice to give as a gift bag. For those of you who've got embroidery machines, I mean, the ideas, the options are endless. You might be able to embroider something on the bottom of your bag or around the corner. I'd rather do it at the bottom because you're pulling in the front side. So you're going to be scrunching up all your hard work. So you can embroider it. I mean, this is a big bag now, but think little small one for a gift bag. You embroider a picture or a border, and you make a little bag, put maybe a hand cream in or a slab of chocolate, and a very simple gift looks very nice. And of course, the bag itself is a gift because that can be used for anything and store anything in, and it's such a convenient bag. I've made some of these bags to store my onions in and my potatoes and so forth. So it's an endless use for these little easy to make bags, and it's great for beginners because it's so easy. And I mean, for experienced sewers, it's a fun, quick make that is so versatile to use for anything.